It's that time again. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's your girl, Adina, with the 19th edition of the Liberated Pussy podcast. Today, Monique and I are going to talk about bragging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. That's what we're going to do. There she is. Hi, Mo. Okay. Everybody give me the abracadabra so we can get it. Her in. Abracadabra. Bring her in. Abracadabra. Come on in. Hi, Jazz. Hi, Erica. Hello, loves. We're coming. Yes, we're going live. Yes. Yay. Come on. Jazz hands. Woo. Come on. Come on. Come on, IG. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yes. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you for those hearts going up. I see you. I feel you. I see you. Come on, Mo. We're right here. We are right here. Ready, ready. We're ready. We're ready, 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 ready. We're ready, 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 ready. Okay. I'll just keep clicking it. Yes. Come on, give me your magic words. Come on, IG. Let her in. Come on, IG. Let her in. Let her in. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy to be here this morning for this one.
Yes,
We're about to get
yes,
it
yes,
in.
and yes. So happy to be here too. Happy hump
How you
day.
doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Mm,
How about you?
I'm doing well. I've been really working with some sinus stuff that's
Mhm,
been really rigorous for me, like
mhm.
shedding old stuff. And so it's interesting,
Okay,
you know? Yeah.
okay. Well, let's take a moment
hmm
to introduce ourselves. We assume everybody knows who we are and what we do, but let's make sure they do.
Yes.
Okay? Would you
Okay.
like to go first?
You go
Or would you
first.
like me
You
to?
go
All
first. I'd
right.
like you to go first.
Welcome, everybody, to the 19th edition of the Liberated Pussy podcast. I am your girl, the goddess Adina, the goddess of magical movement. What I bring to the planet is, of course, movement. Number one, I'm the co-founder of Belly Dancers of Color Collective. In addition to that, Monique and I have been working on a beautiful offering. It is called Goddess Technology. And what is that? That is really a rites of passage program for grown-ass women who are here doing this work of elevating their spirits so you can sit on the couch and brag about the good things that you've done, moving yourself from your desire to actually bringing it into the 3D here and now with you right now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do. I do Goddess Technology. We do Goddess Gathering together, which is we meet every week and we take women through the process of coming home to ourselves as Goddess.
Yes.
That is who I am. That's one aspect, but that's what I choose to share with you today. Ashe.
I say, where can they find you?
Oh my goodness. So you can find me on IG,
Mhm.
of course, right here at Adina 1000. You can also find me on Goddess Technology 777 and Belly Dancers of Color on IG as well. And you DM me for deets if you want any of these offerings. I'm a feminine power
Mhm.
coach, so I coach individuals as well as groups. All of my offerings really do center around the feminine. You help me see that, Monique.
Mhm.
Everything that I do centers around the feminine in her best and brightest
Mhm.
self. So that is who I am here is I am shining, and as I shine, my sisters are shining with me, and we are just lighting up the world. We are on fire. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Hello.
I love that. Thank you so much for
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
Um, so I am Monique Ruffin, also known as the Moon Mama. I am an astrologer and a life coach. That is the thing, that's one of the things that I really enjoy the most is being able to sit with people and help them understand themselves through their natal charts. And what that will touch on is healing your relationships with trauma and your legacy from your family and your childhood patterns, right? So I love doing that work. I also am the one of the founders at Follow the Sun, which is the community where Adina and I teach Goddess Gathering at. Follow the Sun is a community that's dedicated to helping people, women especially, but men who are interested in healing as well, but women who are interested in really learning how to connect to the cycles. We do 13 moons, we do Goddess Gathering, I do Mercury retrograde classes to help us realign our internal world to what is true and authentic for us, what the creator created us for, right? So we might think that we're here to be mama and we're here to be wife and we're here to be all that stuff. Really is not your purpose. Your purpose is to know yourself and to access the goddess within you through self-knowledge, and follow the sun as an environment and community that I founded with others to help people do that. What else do I do? I also am a mother. I live in Los Angeles. You can find me at healwiththemoonmama.com online at my website.
Ashe. Now, one thing that Monique and I are birthing this year is our Goddess Technology Retreat in Bali. We're going to Bali, y'all. We are serious about this work. We do this work online with women all over the world because, as you know, Monique is in LA and I'm in the DC area. We have women all in between DC and LA and literally all over the world.
Yes.
We are taking a group of women, 2 cohorts of women, to Bali to do this work with us in person.
Yes.
In person. It is such a sacred, beautiful, feminine practice, and that is July 5th through the 12th and the 13th through the 20th. So if you're interested in any of the offerings that we have that relate to all of these beautiful things that we just shared, we have links in our link tree. Hit up the link, DM us, and we can talk about it from there.
We would love for you all to join us. We're going to have a fantastic time.
I'm so stoked about Bali.
Yes.
You know, like I was saying, next year. It's like, no, this year. It's already 2024. So
That's
it's now.
Yeah.
It's now. We have a few slots available. The first week is already sold out. So we're looking to bring goddesses with us the 13th through the 20th. So if you're interested, please do reach out.
Okay. Yeah.
That being said, Monique, we're in this full moon energy. I'm feeling Leo energy. Hello. Tell us what's going on. Give us the Moon Mama update before we start all of this bragging.
Okay, that's fantastic. So the sun has moved into Aquarius, and so we're in Aquarius season. And what is Aquarius season? Aquarius season is Aquarius really is the higher self. It's the stairway to the higher self. And when we follow the sun, like, they used to say follow Jesus, but Jesus is really the sun. So when we follow the sun, that energy becomes alive for us. So wherever you have Aquarius, now it's time for you to begin to rebel against your old ways of being and step into your higher self, your truer self, what is actually more in connection with you. We're about to have a Leo full moon, and Leo is in opposition to the sun in Aquarius. So when we have this full moon, what a full moon means is that the sun is opposing it on the other side. So the moon is in one house, and then the sun is exactly at the same degree in the opposite direction. So we're going to have a Leo full moon, and Leo full moon is the energy of your creative portal. What makes your heart sing? What opens you up? What's, what the child in you, right? The happiness, like I remember as a child, sometimes like I would just be so happy to sing and dance and like really being creative. That's your power, and that power doesn't go away because you're an adult. That power has just been reoriented into things that the culture and the community and the family said you need to do. But we're inviting you to come back to what is your primary passion. That's what Leo is. It's about your passion. What are you really passionate about? Many of us forget because we're not given the permission to spend time in solitude cultivating our passion and being responsible for ourselves. And that's what this energy now is asking us to do. It's asking you to prioritize yourself. It's asking you to understand who you are, as Pluto has just moved into Aquarius, and it's saying release yourself from the obligatory, the things that you feel obligated to. that's draining your life force.
Mm-hmm.
You release yourself from those obligations. And now that's a process that you can't just cut, but you have to undo it, like unbraiding it. Like, well, why did I take on this
Mm-hmm.
obligation? And what was going on inside of me when I did this? And how is it serving me now? And how is it serving others? And how can I utilize this energy in a way that actually grows my life force energy and secures me? This is the time to be doing that. So that's what's going on in the astrology today.
Yes, that's some good stuff right
Yes.
there. That's some transformation that we can just tap into.
Yes.
You know, people are like,
Yes.
I want to do some things. Tap into this energy, get in
Yes.
alignment with nature so that it's easier to do it inside. You said something about obligation. And when you said obligation, I thought about slavery. You know, that's like the
Mm-hmm.
volunteer slavery we put ourselves into when you feel that you are obligated or you feel like you have to. The bottom
Yes.
line is
Yes.
we all really do have a choice. Whether
Yes.
you see it or not, you need to see where you do have a choice because then you can change your relationship to it. You know, and
Yes.
just your energy flowing to it. Even if you still choose to do it, now you understand I'm choosing to do. I don't have to. I get to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's an
Mm-hmm.
exchange happening here.
Yes.
So, but obligation, just straight up obligation, that's not my jam. Me personally,
No,
you know, I'm
that's
grown up
right.
enough to be like, nah, nah, nah. I'm not gonna do
Mhm.
the just straight up obligatory type of
Yeah.
deals. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And we have to be responsible enough for our energy and our life force to determine what that is rather than just being caught up in situations because
That part.
somebody
That
told
part.
you. Right. Hmm.
hmm That is the work of goddess.
That is
That
the work.
part, because the goddess has
That's it.
been trained from in utero, from inside your grandmom's uterus, your grandma's
Yes.
grandma. You know, over the last
Hmm.
few thousands of years to be in obligation. She's been trained, and
Yeah.
so this opening up and this freeing of herself, like you said, it's a process. Let's
Yes.
do it. Let's do
Yes,
it.
absolutely. And it matters. And that brings us to our conversation today, which is bragging. Yes.
Yes, yes. So again, with the training, we've been taught since we were little kids that bragging's bad. Like, don't brag, don't be
Hmm.
braggadocious. You know, don't be so up on yourself. So I had to look up the definition of what bragging is,
Hmm.
and what the dictionary said was excessively proud, boastful, and talking about your achievements. And I want to just ask, why is that, what makes it excessive, for one, because that's a judgment. Somebody's saying it's excessive,
Hmm.
but it's gotten to the point where people don't really want to talk about their cheap. It's almost like you want to hide them, like how we've been
Right.
trying, like, you did that, but just be quiet about it. You don't have to let
Yes.
everybody know how amazing you are.
Yes.
But the universe responds to that. If
Yes.
we're not celebrating the things that we do and celebrating it from a holistic
Yes.
place, then the universe is like, okay, they didn't like that, or that wasn't good for them, or something
Right.
of that nature. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts about the definition of that excessive pride or boastful and all that nonsense?
Well, it's that, to me, that just brings up shame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what I have seen in my own, over the years that I've been alive, like times when I've been really happy, feeling ashamed to talk about it, feeling ashamed
Mm-hmm.
to share my joy, feeling ashamed to share, how hard I worked and the achievements that I created from the work that I did, feeling ashamed
Mm-hmm.
of it, and how, it's like that's something that we see as negative. But when people come together and complain and, gossip,
Yeah.
right? Like those, we don't want to grow complaining.
Right.
We don't want to grow gossiping and
And that's much more
talking.
accepted socially than
Right.
celebrating your joys. Like, if
That's
somebody's
right.
celebrating, I think the spirit of jealousy is in there. Like I know who I can celebrate my
Yeah.
joys with. I know who
Yeah.
I can talk without thinking about how they're going to receive. Like you and me, I can
Yes.
call
Yes.
you and really say anything, from my highs, my lows, everything
Yes.
in between. But you also know the ones who might not receive it that way,
Yes.
like they might
Absolutely.
receive it and feel a way. And then you feel like you have to, and you don't have to, again,
Right.
you're not obligated. You're choosing to temper your conversation in such a way that you are toning yourself down.
Right. And when we tone ourselves down, we send a signal to the universe that it's too much, that I can't take this, or that I don't feel worthy of it, or that,
Right.
right? And so I just think it's really important that we understand the faculty of celebrating our achievements, you
Mhm.
know. And what that has done for me over time is that it lets me see that I actually am making progress. When
Yeah.
I set an objective and then I actually meet it, whether I meet it quickly or if it takes a long period of, or you know, whatever the time frame is, that doesn't matter. It's that I was able to discipline myself enough to stay the course until something came out of the invisible and into the seen. And I want to acknowledge myself for
Ashe.
that. Yes.
Ashe. Yes, I want to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you said about bringing it from the unseen into the seen. One thing I realized too about myself with this process of bragging or just acknowledging what I'm doing, when I didn't acknowledge it, I kind of sloshed over it. Like I didn't really, it's like, oh, I got that. Oh, I'm already on to the next thing. Like
Yeah.
soon as that's already accomplished, then it's like the juice from it is already run down, you know?
Yes.
Whereas if I
Yes.
take a moment to say, no, a week ago you were trying to achieve that, celebrate that you are further along than you were last week. Like
Yes.
don't get to your goal and then like, oh, it's nothing. It
Yeah.
is something. I want to celebrate the steps it took, the process to
Mm-hmm.
get there so I can open into bigger processes. Have you ever
Yes.
done that? Have you ever like just got to it, goes like, ah, you know, whatever, it's, you know, just kind of downplayed
Oh
it?
yeah. I feel like that is a part of what I was saying earlier. Like because we're not given permission
Mm-hmm.
in our culture to celebrate our wins.
Mm-hmm.
And really all of that celebration goes to people who are like
Yeah.
athletes. Like they get to
And,
celebrate,
and
right? Yeah.
celebrities, we get to look
That's
at
right.
how big their
That's right.
booty
Right.
is
And
or
and they
whatever.
they have whole ceremonies around
Mm-hmm.
celebrating the act.
Mm-hmm.
Oscars and golden, all of that is about
Yeah.
bragging. All of that is about acknowledgement of what
Parades,
you
red carpets.
accomplished, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
And where's
I remember one
our
time,
regular, where's our red
that's
carpet?
right,
Right
that's
here.
right. It was I there was a time I was in school getting a master's degree in psychology, and there was this one day, it was this really profound experience where they closed the door so people couldn't come in the class. And then it was unusual. So we were like, how come we can't go in? How come we can't go in? But when they opened the doors, all of the faculty was standing up on chairs applauding as we walked in.
Oh.
And and it was like I just started to sob. It was like
Mhm.
they were celebrating who we were, what we had done, the fact that we showed up. Because
Mhm.
sometimes bragging isn't about, the whole thing. Sometimes it's like I showed up. I'm gonna just brag that I showed up.
Mhm.
Maybe I didn't know exactly what to do, but I didn't talk myself out of it.
Mhm.
I didn't diminish the fact that I've been present with
Mhm.
myself, right?
Mhm.
Even though it's been a struggle, I've been in the struggle. I've been with it and I'm getting something from that. It is so important for us to do that. And that changed my life. I'll never forget
Mhm. Oh, wow. That's
it.
beautiful. I'm glad that you had that experience.
Me
Was it at
too.
the end of, or was it just in the middle? They just were
It was a
acknowledging you.
random thing. It was
Okay.
random. It
Okay.
was almost like for nothing. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Or it seemed like that.
I
Yeah. Which,
like you see these videos of like some of these brothers who teach in the quote unquote inner city, and as the kids are coming in, they're giving them all their own individual
yes.
high five or whatever their
Hmm.
individual hand claps are. I know that does so much for the young people's hearts, but the thing about it is we are the young people. Like it's us, like you just said, it's
Yes.
still
Yes.
us. That little girl and little boy still wants to feel that acknowledgement, so we're gonna give it to
Yes.
ourselves. So let's get started. Let's get into this
Let's
brag
get
session
it.
because we
Let's
already
get
know
it.
it's
Let's get
magical
it.
as
Yes.
fuck.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you want to do your first one,
Sure. I'll do
and then I'll
my
go.
first
Okay.
one.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I am bragging about, I have deeply learned to trust myself this year.
Yeah.
I have learned to trust myself, girl. Like I have, woo!
Yes.
I have looked at the areas where I needing external approval,
Mhm.
where I was giving my power away because I didn't feel worthy enough, where I didn't feel
Mhm.
good. And I have dove into those aspects of myself and given myself love and appreciation and acknowledgement. And I trust myself. When I hear the voice
Amen.
inside of my head, I know who is
Mhm.
speaking. And I trust myself
Yeah.
and I listen and I take directions and I'm obedient.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. You better do that. So then you can trust the steps you take because you know who's walking
That's
you. That's
right.
beautiful.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for that. How about you? What's
Yeah.
yours?
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
I would like to say that in the and I'm going to brag about all kind of stuff, but the first one I want to brag about is I really devoted myself to
Mm,
a daily devotional practice that centers me, and that literally shapes my whole day because I know I'm going to take time in the morning. If I miss morning because I got to get up and get to a meeting, I
mhm,
will come back to it. I will sit in the car. I will take time to center myself, connect with spirit, align my chakras, do my mantras, and just
mhm,
remind myself who Adina is and how much of a gift she is, how much of a top experience it is for my spirit to be Adina in this lifetime. So
mm.
it's really been this daily devotional practice has like blossomed into just a really deepening of my
Yes.
self-love, my self-appreciation. So when I get out in the world, I'm already loved up on. Y'all can love up on me because I appreciate that, but I have already been fortified, my vibration has already been raised, and literally I do it every day. I do it every
Yes.
day. And I'm proud
Yes.
of myself for that. It's not something that's happenstance. It's just what I do, like brushing my teeth.
Yes.
I'm going to align myself and anchor in to and thank all
Yes.
my ancestors. Thank spirit for being here. Thank myself for this blooming and this unfolding and just
Mm,
appreciating being
mm,
Adina. And that's
mm.
dope. That's dope right there.
Woo!
She dope as fuck.
Yes, I love that. I love that for you.
Yeah. Thank
Congratulations. That's a
you, Mama.
big deal.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so good.
Mhm.
That's so good. It's so good when we give ourselves what we need
Mhm.
and we don't have to wait on other people to do it for us.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Woo! It's something else.
I did a post one time. It's like they can't make me happy. They can make me happier because I'm
Yes.
already at happy. You can add some to it, but I'm not depending on getting it
Yes.
from someplace else.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am, my next one is I am bragging because I have created something that is good for the world.
Yes.
I
Yes.
built, I spent 2 years dedicated to creating Follow the Sun. Me, Nicole, and Tamika, and Sagero, who is
Mhm.
one of my partners. But I got clear about all of the classes. I studied. I devoted myself to understanding how I can really help myself and help others. I created an environment that is beautiful, that is virtual, and every day I make a connection with another woman who is benefiting from this work. And I feel so good about my life force. I feel like I'm using my life in a way that motherfucking
Yes.
matters. Woo!
Yes. Follow the sun, baby. If y'all don't know, it's an amazing
Oh,
university of
yes,
self-study and elevation. Come
yes.
on. You're looking at
It
the
is so
founder of
good.
Follow
Ooh,
the Sun.
I'm
Yes.
so grateful. I am
Mhm.
so grateful.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you for that.
Well, let me veggie back on
Yes.
that. Because I am so grateful that I have created a course, a master's level course that is inside your university called
Mhm.
Goddess Technology. It is taken, we've been studying for years and years
Yes,
and
yes,
years. Years and
yes,
years and years. And the feminine feels like she's never done, and truly you never are. But that does
yes.
not mean there's not anything to share. You encourage me, others have
Hmm.
encouraged me to
Hmm.
take what you have and share it with the women around you, which is what we have done. We've organized this information of Goddess technology as an offering to the world. I am so thankful and grateful that I finally did that.
Yes.
I'm grateful that I listened to you and I did it and I'm doing it. So I
Yes.
that feels like whoa, creation is a thing. It's a baby like
Yes. Yes. It really is a baby. Oh, I love that. I just love it so much. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And thank you for doing that.
Yes.
Let me see what's something else I really want to. Oh, this year I was able to heal myself of my attachments in romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to let go of all of the ways that I was relying upon romantic relationships that were actually hindering me, that
Mm-hmm.
were actually keeping me small and stuck in ways that wasn't allowing me to flourish and become who I'm really meant to be. I'm a master.
Yes, you
I'm a
are.
master
Yes, you are.
teacher. I'm a master astrologer. I'm a master healer. I am a master generational curse breaker. And there was something in me that was afraid to really be true to myself. And I was like holding on to, like, if I become this, no man will want me. Like, I had that kind of idea. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm too much, I will be intimidated. And I just finally said, girl, go be yourself. Go
Mm-hmm.
be who you are and be enough for yourself. And
Ashe.
it is a profound experience. And I just love it. I feel really loved.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I see myself. I feel honored. Um, I feel expansive. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel capable of doing whatever I desire. And I don't need any permission from anybody.
Ashe.
Woo!
Yes. 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 Yes, yes, yes.
Thank
I love
you.
how you're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for that. And we haven't talked much about Bagua on these
Mhm,
calls, but Bagua is another system. You know, there's so many systems to help us understand ourselves. And
mhm,
Bagua is a field of study that I've been studying, I would say the last 6 or 7 years or so. I've done deep dives in Bagua. And you being a conservationist mind, it makes so much sense why you had to, because conservationist is the number one,
mhm.
and you had to go into solitude to do that.
Yes.
I get that. I get that. And that's amazing. So the same thing, because on my list, my next one
Mhm,
is I know how to do
mhm,
relationships. I have done
mhm,
long-term relationships for most of my life, most of my adult life. I've been married
mhm,
for 28 years. I know how to transform inside of a system. And so me being a devotee spirit and a visionary mind, a way of doing the same thing you're
mhm,
doing, but inside expansion.
mhm,
Like I know how to do this. So women who are in situations and want to know how to transform it from the inside out,
mhm.
I'm your girl. Talk to me
Yes.
about that because I
Yeah.
walk that path. I walk that
Yes.
path. I'm walking that path. And what it means is, as a visionary mind, and if you don't understand Bagua, holler at me because we can talk about what Bagua is, how you can really deepen into being a self-scientist. But it tells me how I can be
Mhm,
expansive inside relationships and innovate. It doesn't mean you
mhm,
have to keep doing it the same way you always done it. It
mhm,
doesn't mean you have to do it the way that
mhm,
we've been talking about contracts.
mhm,
They told you to do it
mhm.
to decide. And by you, I mean I get to decide.
Yes. Yes.
Still finding the real me inside
Mhm.
relationships and expanding to other ways of being and keeping it intact.
Yes.
It's really been because you've walked with me through this journey.
Mhm,
It's been magical as fuck.
mhm. It
It's
has.
been
It's been
magical as fuck.
amazing to watch
Mhm.
you. It has been amazing to
Mhm.
watch you
Yeah.
and witness you do it.
Yes.
It's been there've been moments of like,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
and then
Exasperation.
you work through it, and I
Hmm.
love that. It's been
Hmm.
very, very powerful. And you are a master at that. Like, I really believe that any women who are in their relationships and they want those relationships to transform and they want to become the center of their
Hmm.
reality, Adina is your girl. She can teach you how to do that while you remain in the relationship. Now,
Hmm.
if you're a single woman and you want to become the center of your reality from inside your own casing, I can teach you to do that.
I
But I
say.
cannot teach you to do what Adina does.
Ashe,
Yes.
Ashe.
Yes.
And that's devotee. Devotee is inside structures. Her
Yes.
power functions that way. So it
Yes.
makes sense of how, and we're sisters.
Yes.
Conservationists and devotee are sisters. So sisters are just doing the same thing, but in different environments.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yay, us.
That absolutely, absolutely. I love that. Let me see what else I really want to brag
Mhm.
about. Oh, I have done the work in my body, and I have like the work of transmuting the energy of that you were born into, right?
Mhm.
So I was born into some very chaotic, powerful energy,
Mhm.
but no, it was like wild horses, right? Like
Mhm.
everything was just wild, right?
Mhm.
And I have tamed the horse. I have
Hey,
tamed the beast in
you
me,
riding that
and
horse? Are you
I,
riding the horse?
girl, riding it
Woo!
like a strut, like this.
Oh, you strutting? You're not doing like this?
Yes, like a strut. No, no,
Oh,
no,
nice,
no. This I'm riding this
nice,
like the
nice.
goddess of heaven, right? Like,
Ah,
yes, I
dang.
got this. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And it feels so good to
Mhm.
be able to commandeer my own
Mhm.
energy. It feels so good to access my power and my gifts and have my
Mhm.
intuition increase. It feels so good for my psychic abilities to be coming online and my creative energies to be starting to flow. It feels so good, like I was saying earlier, to really trust myself, to know like, oh, I saw that. Like now I'm starting to see things before they happen, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I'm able to see my clients in their energetic fields and be able to go, oh no, this is the thing that you're doing, and this is, you need to shift this energy this way, because I have aligned inside of my own energetic frequency and mastered it at this level. There's still more, but
Right.
I have, and it feels really, really good. And I'm so grateful and happy for
Yeah.
myself. Yay!
I'm grateful and happy of you. I see you walking through town now on the horse, nice and grand. Maybe somebody's fanning you. Somebody says, "God, would you like some grapes?" And you're like, "Just one." And
I
everybody's like,
love it.
"Yay! Look at her! Here comes the
It's
moon mama!
amazing.
Yay!" Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
So for my body thing, what I am thankful and grateful, and I want to brag about,
Hmm.
what I know now in terms of how to use my magic on me.
Hmm.
When I have something going on in my body, I ask myself first. I ask my body first,
Hmm.
what is this about?
Hmm.
So that
Hmm.
I can start healing it from the inside out before I connect with quote unquote medical professionals, because many of them are on some bullshit. We'll put folks
Hmm.
on some prescriptions first, but I give myself a prescription initially to know what's the energy flowing to that. I
Yes.
might ask. I remember back in December, I was telling you I was having a sensation in my ankle. I didn't have time for a sensation in my ankle. I'm like, we got shows, we got this coming up. I'm like, listen, ankle, talk to me, because
Hmm.
I'm not manifesting anything that's going to take me out of what I'm doing right now. So I'm going
Hmm.
to give you energy. I'm going to give you Reiki. I'm going to give you love. But tell me what you need so I can give you that. And when I'm not dancing or performing or whatever, I will put you up and let you, like I made an agreement with her. I'll put you
Hmm.
up. I'll rest
Hmm.
you. I'll make sure you get a
Hmm.
lot of fluids. But we are going forward. You're a part of the, an important part of the system.
Hmm.
You're joint. I need you. I hear you. But
Yes.
let's go forward. And
Yes.
Ankle's like, oh, okay, let's go forward. I'm here. And then I spent that whole month of December after I got past the big performance focusing on healing her. I was on my
Yes.
vibration plate. I was stretching her out. I was giving her Reiki every day. But it's like, this is my body.
Right.
I am the mastress. I am the goddess of this technology. And so I'm
Yes.
going to work with her. And she
Yes.
worked with me. It was that kind of thing.
Yes.
Because so folks are like, did you go here? Did you go? No, nope. I didn't do all that. I talked to her. I'm like, listen, we're going back the other way. We're
Hmm.
not going down the slippery slope.
Hmm.
We're going up. We're going up.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what we
Yes.
did.
Yes.
And I'm here to say a month later of doing focused on her, love on her, putting her up, the agreements of
Hmm.
what she said she needed, making sure my ankle had that. I'm fine. We're great.
I
We grooving. We
love
ain't miss a
that.
step.
I
So I'm
love
thankful for that.
that. Yes. Yes,
Yay!
for healing yourself. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for not having to go get some sort of outside, and not, if you need that, by all means,
Yes.
but giving yourself the permission first to
Yes.
use your own power,
Yes.
to use your own
When
energy.
we do that first, oftentimes you can cap it before it becomes something really
That's right.
big. You
That's
know,
right.
you get to decide how the story, you get to
Yes.
decide. And I
Yes.
decided we going forward.
Right. That's right. Oh, I love that. The body is such a profound gift in this realm that we have this
Mhm.
body. It's a profound opportunity for us to really become masters,
Mhm.
because the thing that I learned, this is a part of my brag, like I have accessed my own Kundalini
Mhm.
energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I love about having access to the Kundalini is that it once it begins to rise within you, it starts healing things in your body that are out of alignment. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I used to have a whole lot of
Mm-hmm.
constipation and a whole lot of I'm a Virgo, right? So a whole lot of bubbly stomach and gas and all that stuff. And because I've now done the work, I've healed that stuff. And so now my digestion works much better. My heart is stronger. My gut feels better.
Mm-hmm.
My kidneys are flowing. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? My skin is
Yeah.
glowing. My hair is getting strong and thick now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's all
Yeah.
because I took the control over my body.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, we here for looking good, y'all. The plan is to be ageless, timeless beauties all the way through. You know, we rocking this
Yes.
shit. I don't care how old we are. You're gonna look at us and be like, "What?" We like, "Yeah, we know."
Right.
Yeah. And you can too. That's the beauty
Yes.
of this. So thank you. I'm so happy that you're
Hmm.
glowing, and we
Thank
saw
you.
y'all might have saw Monique on the last video, and her hair just filled up the screen. She had like just a big, beautiful fro. So yeah, we can attest
Thank
that
you.
that hair is coming in strong.
Thank you.
Anyone listening want to brag too? Put your brags up. We'll read it. Just think about what you have done that is really great, and don't judge it like it's too small, it's too this. No,
Right.
just whatever it is. What do you want to celebrate about yourself? What have you done? And we will read it. We will read it and share with the community. So put your brags in the chat.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's a way for for you to honor yourself, to honor your process,
Mm-hmm.
to acknowledge yourself and give yourself what you need and
Mm-hmm.
not depend on others as your source of
Yeah.
affirmation, you know, as your source of acknowledgement. You don't have to depend on your boss to, you know, you don't have to have somebody give you a raise to
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge who you are. You know who you are
Yeah.
before somebody else acknowledges it. And the thing is, the more you acknowledge it, the more you move through the world in that way,
Yeah.
and then other people will
That's
acknowledge
just
it
who you
because
are.
it just right. And so one of the things that I'm so aware of this year is that because I've been doing, I feel more confident. It feels
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
good to feel confident, to
Yeah.
know that I can impact this reality, that
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to just go along with everything that's happening. I can bring something here that's new and unique, that's born of my energy, my essence. It feels so good,
Yeah.
right?
I feel so good. I feel so good. One thing I want to say is, and let me rattle on how good
Yeah,
that feels, because
yeah,
that feels
yeah.
good. Moving through confidently is everything, because then you'll go places that you wouldn't have gone if you weren't feeling confident.
Yes.
Okay. Jasmine has one. This is what I want to say. Oh, let me read Jasmine's, then I'll say
Mhm.
mine. Jasmine says, I am healing my womb. I added 4 additional days between my cycles. So this month it was 25 days instead of 21 days. Yes. Heal that womb,
Woo!
baby.
Yes, for
Heal
healing
that
the
womb.
womb.
Mama Gaia is excited. Mama
Yes.
Yemeya is rejoicing at every womb that comes back into alignment. The moon is
Mhm.
like, yes, my
Yes,
daughter. Yes, my daughter. Yes.
yes.
Yes, that's beautiful, Jasmine. Love you, girl. So I was going to say that for me, in my devotional practice, one thing that has really bloomed in me
Mhm.
is putting myself first.
Mhm.
It's putting myself first and not feeling guilty about that. You know, we
Mhm.
have, as women and as mothers and as a melanated woman,
Mhm.
I can say I've literally been trained not to even be on my own list, much
Mhm.
less putting myself first.
Yes.
So has the universe come up to test me to make sure that I am really on my square? Am I
Mhm.
really changing to this? Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely, yes.
Mhm.
But I
Mhm.
have passed the test of putting myself first. And it doesn't mean that I don't care for others. It's not
Yes.
about selfish and to the point where you're like, it just fuck everybody else. It's not that kind of thing. It's
Mhm.
just everything that I do comes from a me-centered place. And that's what we're
Yeah.
here to do. It seems so
Yes.
ridiculous that folks want you to focus on them and not yourself. They're saying, don't focus on you, focus
Right.
on me. Like, what does that make sense? You know,
Right.
should
Right.
focus on me and from me to you,
That's
but you
right.
just want me to just put me to the side and just focus on you. It's ridiculous.
The
So
only time
I
you're
just thanks.
supposed to focus on you is when you're in the airplane and they say put your own oxygen mask on first.
That's hilarious. Well, in my life, I put my oxygen mask on first.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing. When I wake up in the morning, I put my oxygen mask on first. I know I'm going out in the world.
Right.
It tells you to just hold your breath and then fall over and die. It's like, no. I got my
Right.
oxygen mask on. I am breathing. I am doing what I need to do. And as I do that, it gives others permission to do that too. Because you know what? I want people in their power around me. I
That's
don't
right.
want weak people around me.
Yeah.
So that means I have to be in
That's
my power. I have to
right.
stand firmly in my power. Then those who are magnetized toward me will be powerful too.
Yes.
Because to do the magic we're doing, we got to be in our power.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And we are doing big magic. We
Yes.
are transforming this reality out
We
of
are.
the old one and into the new.
Mhm.
Thank you. Woo! Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Adina. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yes. I saw
Woo!
Erica on there. Erica, put something in the chat. What you bragging about? I see Lori on there. Put something in the chat. Let us brag about you, girl. Let us shake our rattles on
Yes.
you.
I have one that's really big for me. I was conditioned as a Christian. I think I accepted Jesus Christ 1,000 times before I was 10 years
Oh
old.
wow.
And now I have really I have a true understanding of the nature of Christ and the energy within you to be the expression of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer looking for anything outside of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for somebody coming to save me, to rescue me. I ain't looking for nobody coming out of the sky for the rapture. I
Mm-hmm.
am the rapture.
I
I
say.
am the rapture.
And you have come. Hey!
I am it. And I love it. I love that I have centered. And when I say I am, I mean the presence of God. I
I
am.
say.
You know what I mean? Not the ego me, but the presence of God
Mm-hmm.
is in me. And I'm not looking for the presence of God is anywhere
I
else
say.
but inside of me.
Yes.
Yes.
Behind your own
That,
eyeballs.
that's
Yes.
right. That's
Good
right.
job, Goddess.
Erica said, I got comfortable saying no and stopped being a people pleaser. Woo!
I say. We know the people to
Yes.
please, the people in the mirror.
Yes.
Good job, Erica. Thank you, lovely.
I love. You want to read that one, Adina?
Okay, John Love says, I created an activity to increase sister engagement and cultural awareness for my sorority chapter. And it was approved. Yay!
Yes.
God, to the Lord.
Yes.
They're going to wake up tomorrow. The planet going to be different because women are like, nope, not doing that.
Yes.
Yes, I'm doing that. Goddess, come here. I know who I am. Hello.
Yes.
This is what it is about.
Yes, that is right. That is absolutely prioritizing ourselves. And when we prioritize ourselves, the men in our lives will prioritize us
There you go.
because they don't have a choice. When we are shining and glowing, that's the bee to the flower to the bee, right?
That's it.
It literally becomes a magnet,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't the requirements of the other become
Mm-hmm.
different because you've actually met your own requirements. You
Right,
know
right. And
what is
it's how it's supposed to
yes,
be. Like it just feels right. When you put things in alignment, the puzzle pieces click into
yes,
place. It's not like you threw the pieces away. No, this is what we say we want. So we
right.
become in alignment. It
Yes.
becomes alignment.
Yes.
It's very beautiful.
It's
Go
very
ahead,
beautiful.
Mama. What were you gonna say?
I'm going to read y'all loves.
Okay.
I'm owning my power, and Monique's been helping me, and we are going to go deeper to heal and transform. Yes, y'all love. It's my pleasure to help. That's one of the things I love, that I get to help. I get to help.
Yes.
Congratulations on that. Let me see if I
Congratulations.
do you have one more?
Let me see. I'm looking at my list. The main thing. Da 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 da. Those are the things I wrote down. And then I'll just say this. So
Yeah.
we are powerful, right? We
Yeah.
can use our power for material things too.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So just, we're talking about all of these things that are helping us internally, which help us in the external
Yeah.
world as well. So what, it even speeds up your manifestation in the external world. So Monique, I had an issue with my car, and very quickly I was able to manifest my next car that I desired, like I got myself in alignment, and sometimes you have a moment between going, oh, will it happen? It's like I was able to shift out of that and be in the vibration of what I knew was going to happen, which was what I wanted, and magnetized it to me. So yeah, I can do it in the physical realm too. I'm doing it internally, I'm doing it externally. Hey, it ain't no joke.
Absolutely. It is really a real thing.
Hmm.
Um, okay, I think the only other thing that I want to brag about is
Hmm.
how I have been able to grow my faith this
Hmm.
year. Like I feel so connected to the creator. Like
Hmm.
it is amazing. Like I can send out a signal to my tree and my tree, the leaves will move for me. Like
Hmm.
literally. Like I'm very connected in the spiritual realm and I just feel at home. I feel
Hmm.
safe. I feel at
Hmm.
home. I feel like I'm being carried. I
Yeah,
feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I just feel connected and aligned from the inside out, and I love it.
that's
So thank you.
amazing.
Yay!
Yes, 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 yes.
Hmm.
I tell you, taking these journeys, we journey with plant medicines and things like that from time to time. What it has shown me and what I've learned is that it's all
Hmm.
connected. We've been here since the beginning of time, and we are nature, which is what you just
Yes.
said. The feeling of yourself communing with
Hmm.
nature. I feel my intuition coming up because of that
Hmm.
deep knowing. And I
Hmm.
celebrate that because I know at the end of the day, there is really nothing to worry about.
Hmm.
This is my game that I made for myself and the elevation of my spirit. So
Yes.
I have the power to play it out fully. I don't have to play small in the back of my own play. This is my play.
Yes.
I'm going to,
Yes.
and I'm the main character, so I'm going to step up into the center, 5, 6, 7, 8, and act it out
Yes.
fully. So I'm celebrating that. I'm truly celebrating that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Mhm.
Congratulations being the main character in your own play. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, that's it. That's all I got.
Hmm. That's all I got too. I feel whole, perfect, and complete.
Me too.
Whole, perfect, and complete. Wonderful. So, for anyone who wants to connect with us, did we mention a retreat?
We
Did we talk
did. We
about
did.
that?
We
Okay,
talked
good.
about it.
Okay, awesome. So if you guys want to connect with Monique and I, we will be
Mhm.
together in Bali in July. We'd love to have you join us.
Yes.
July 13th through the 20th. We have links in our bios for the Goddess Technology Bali retreat. And if you
Yes.
want to connect with us now before the retreat, you can be a part of our Grown Woman Rites of Passage program, which is Goddess Gathering. The links for that is also in our
Yes.
bios. We meet every Thursday online, women all over the world. We're doing this work right now so that you know that all is
That's
well.
right.
All is well, and the feminine is truly waking up.
And the next interest call for Bali is next
It's
Tuesday,
next
yes?
Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What time is that? What, 4 p.m. LA
4
time?
p.m. LA
Hmm.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Next
so
Tuesday.
that's next week. Next Tuesday is our interest call. So yeah, come on, come on, come on. So you can engage us however you need to. Individually for coaching, group coaching. What did she say?
Mhm.
Jasmine said, "Come out. It's awesome."
Yes.
Jasmine, thank you, my love. So we are good. We're gonna take this bragging energy into the world today and
Yes.
just shine all over the place. Just
Thank
shine.
you
All right.
so
I
much
love you.
today,
I
Adina. I
love you,
appreciate you.
sister.
All right.
I love you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.